The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, this is Tim Wilmot speaking from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for this presentation to show you the capabilities of Workbooks CRM, what areas of your business it can address, and how my company Wizard Systems can help you with your CRM project there. Now, we run these short presentations every week focusing on different aspects of Workbooks CRM, and today I'm going to go through more closely the way of tracking leads and set new sales inquiries in the system. Now, every organization could use or can use CRM systems in different ways. Everyone's got different requirements. I wouldn't have enough time in this presentation this morning to go over all of the extensive capabilities of what Workbooks can do for you. So after this presentation, if you want to explore Workbooks in more detail, we'd love to organize more of a one-to-one session with you, drill down on the powerful Workbooks features and cover your specific needs. Now, also on the call today, I know we've got some people already trialing Workbooks, some people who may never have seen it, so excuse me if I'm going over old ground or features, capabilities that you're aware of already. I need to go at the speed of the slowest, so to speak. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. Your microphone is on mute. If you've got any questions, I'd encourage you to type those into the question box on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Also, this presentation is being recorded. Afterwards, you will get an email from our system giving you a link to the recording, which you can play back when you want to, and also we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. Brief mention about my company. We are specialist CRM suppliers. We've been doing this a long time. We've put in well over 3,000 installations of different CRM systems all over the UK and further afield, and we provide the complete package around Workbooks. It is a cloud system, nothing to install. You can be up and running very, very quickly indeed, but we're here on hand to ensure that you get the most out of your investments. So if you do want any assistance or guidance or advice on the setup and customization of Workbooks, it's very, very flexible. If you want any training, whatever level of training or location, this training can be at your place. You can come to ourselves. We're based near Bristol, UK, or we can do it online if you're not able to travel to us or travel to you. We can provide any sort of training on the system. And finally, ongoing support as well. We've got a permanently manned help desk here ready to answer your calls. So in working with you, what we want to try and get at is, what are you trying to do with Workbooks? Are you replacing an older CRM system? Are you a startup? You've just started in business and you recognize you need something to help you with your new sales leads and track them and keep on top of them? Are you wanting to improve the way you do quotes or the way you manage customer support or the way you do your marketing to clients? We can help you with all of that. So it's good that we have open discussions with you, and we try and home in on the issues and the objectives, and maybe build in a little bit of ROI into what you're hoping to get. What's the benefit of what you're going to get from this investment in Workbooks CRM? I will cover prices towards the end, by the way, and they're not too onerous, very, very straightforward, and go through all the standard pricing options we got. So what is Workbooks? Well, it's a central, easy to use solution for you to manage information about your leads, your prospects, your customers, your suppliers, your clients, your partners in business, all of the contacts that you've got. They're all in this one easy to use system, and all of your interactions with those people as well. There's some marketing tools in there to make you more proactive with your customers, and targeted communications with your customers. Unusually for a CRM system, not many other systems can do this, but we can create quotes. We can manage orders, create orders and invoices. More on that shortly. There's also the ability to track customer service. Do you have engineers in your business, technicians, customer service people, help desk people? They too could be using this tool. So everyone in the company is using the same system. You're working more efficiently as a team, sharing that information. And as well as it being a great personal productivity tool, it's a great management tool as well. So if you're a manager, you're managing a business, you're managing a department, a sales team, there's some great tools in there to help you control things, see what's going on, and make decisions. Now, Workbooks has been around a long time. It's a UK system. All the data is securely stored in the UK. It's all GDPR compliant. It's 100% cloud, nothing to install. It's very reliable, and it will work on any device as well. Let me just home in on some of the key aspects of Workbooks before I dive into the system proper and take you through what it looks like and today how we track leads. So at the heart of Workbooks, it's basically a database. Like any CRM system is a database application. It's storing data about the people you deal with. So quite extensive in Workbooks, very customizable. You can build in different levels of security as well. So if certain people can't see information, change information, delete information, you can do that as well. You're managing all of your activities in Workbooks. Every day you've got calls, meetings, tasks to do. How do you track that right now? Isn't it a good idea that you are tracking them against the organization they relate to? So you're building up over time a wonderful history of everything that's gone on with that client. Great from a customer service point of view to know what was said to who and when and why and what's the next step and so on, all at your fingertips. We integrate with any email system. So if you're heavy email users, a lot of your customer interactions are via email, that's great. We can work with any email system. So as you send and receive your emails, they're automatically going into that history of that customer. And we are GDPR compliant if you're in the EU. Helps you stay on the right side of the legislation. You don't need to worry about that. Everything is very, very secure. It's a great marketing tool as well. You've got extensive ways of importing data into it, exporting data from it. We can integrate to a form on your website. So if you've got a form on your contact us page, for example, that can be easily integrated with Workbooks so that when someone fills in their details on your website, it pops into Workbooks and you're automatically notified when you get a new lead. In other words, you don't forget any leads. Every lead is going to be chased up. Every lead is logged. Nothing slips through the net. Now, when you're doing some sort of marketing activity, you want to create a list of whatever it is you're trying to target, the people that match some kind of criteria. Maybe you're doing some sort of mailing to your existing customers who have a certain product. Well, you can very easily create a target list in Workbooks based on that information, and then we integrate with 4 main email marketing platforms. MailChimp is quite a popular one. Gatormail is a UK one, GDPR compliant. There's also Constant Contact and Dotmailer as well. So you create your list, that's uploaded to one of those. One of these 4 systems will create a nice professional looking email. If you're using these already, you'll be fully aware of the capabilities of what a system like Gator or MailChimp will do for you. They will deliver the email very efficiently, and then back in Workbooks, we can see the results of that campaign. We can see against a client what emails they were sent, what did they open, what did they click on, and so on. Very powerful stuff. Now, related to that, there's another option. So this does cost a little bit extra. But if your website is very important to you and you want to know who is visiting your website right now, and furthermore, you want that information to be displayed in your CRM system, then there's the Web Insights option, and that allows you to see against a person or a company all of the pages on your website they visited and duration and so on. Great stuff for anyone calling on that client and wanting to know what parts of your products or services that person is interested in. A CRM system is all about, well, it's tracking data is a very important thing for a CRM system to do, but also tracking processes. And none is more important in a commercial operation than the sales process. So we include in workbooks the ability to create nice looking sales quotations. Not many other CRM systems can do this. Other CRM systems may have to rely on some other a flaky link to an application. It's all included with workbooks, and quite rich professional looking information can be on that quote as well. So we can store your price list in workbooks, all the quite detailed information about your products and services. You can create any number of quotation layouts, all integrated with the opportunity management system in workbooks. And this is related to what I'm talking about today. An opportunity in a CRM system is a part of it, which allows you to maintain really detailed information, if you want to, really detailed information about what it is you're intending to supply to that customer. Now, this is very, very relevant, certainly, if you're in a company that supplies high value items or your sales cycle is quite long, maybe many months. Maybe your sales process is quite complex. You need to be tracking lots of information along the journey. So that's what an opportunity management, an opportunity will track for you in the CRM system. And it's fully integrated with the leads process I'm going to describe to you today. And bear in mind the options for creating orders and invoices. Now, there's two different editions of workbooks. When you sign up for workbooks, this is a little decision that you've got to make. So the two editions are CRM edition and business edition. Now, CRM edition would do all of the normal CRM things that you would expect up to quote level. So do everything I've described so far, plus the ability to create quotes. Business edition will do all of that, plus the ability to create orders, invoices, credit notes, record customer payments. So a lot of the financial stuff. Now you can mix and match these two different editions. That's not possible with many other CRM solutions out there, but very flexible with workbooks. So for example, if you were 5 users altogether in your company, you could have 3 people on CRM edition and 2 people on business. I'll cover the pricing towards the end. Customer service, if this is relevant to you, we do actually focus on this on one of our weekly regular presentations. So if you do have technicians, support people, a great way of tracking all of those customer care service activities, the history of those, and building up a knowledge base as well. Now, final slide, tracking sales management information, very key to workbooks. So a great way of keeping on top of sales activity levels, what we're talking about today. How many leads are coming in? What's happened to them? Who's dealing with them? Have you contacted all those leads back? These are the questions that workbooks is going to give you answers for, and is going to help you make sure you hit your numbers. Opportunity management. What sales are coming in next month, next quarter? What's the margin? What's the competition? Who are the decision makers? Again, we can track all that good stuff. To help you, there is a report writer in Workbooks. Here's an example of a report with some color formatting in there. Nice, pretty looking reports to visually help you see what's going on. And related to that, we've got dashboards as well, graphical dashboards, pie charts, bar graphs, and the like to track certain key performance indicators in your business. Okay, so let's dive into Workbooks proper, and a couple of things here. I just want to give you a flavor of the interface. What does Workbooks look like, and how do we track leads? Again, not every CRM system will track leads. So by leads, I mean a new inquiry, someone brand new. You don't know much about them. They may come to you via your website, a phone call, a referral. Maybe they drop by your stand at an exhibition. Maybe it's a lead from a supplier or a third-party vendor that you were with. There could be any number of different sources of these leads, and that's very important to track. Where do these leads come from, and what value do you get out of them? And Workbooks is going to give you this information. It's going to help you make decisions about where you invest your time and resources in the future, because you can see those leads coming through there on your marketing efforts. So this is Workbooks. I've just logged in. It'll work on any browser, any device. If you've got an Apple Mac, no problem. As you log in, the interface looks a bit like your Windows 10 desktop. So it's got a very familiar look and feel. It's very easy to use. And you have a start button, a taskbar down here, could be down the left-hand side, could be along the bottom. But on that start button and my start menu, depending on who I am in the organization, you can define different access levels. So I may see more functions or less functions. I've got quite a few here today, but I want to try and show you the full capabilities of the system. But we've got that menu, and we can access all of the important aspects of a CRM system. Sales, marketing, of course. If we're in finance, we can see transactions and so on. But at the heart of Workbooks is the ability to track people and organizations, the contacts and companies you work with. So if I select organizations there, for example, I go to what's called the organization's landing page, a bit like an Excel spreadsheet, showing for this user row by row all of the organization records in your CRM system. There they all are there, and you can decide what columns you see in this summary view. But I can, of course, click on these to drill down and see more information about this particular organization. So here's an example of a company, Atlantic Computer Services. A new window's popped up, a row of tabs across the top. You can have more tabs or less tabs as you want to. But initially, we're on the main tab. Show me the main information about this organization. Now, this is pretty much what you get with Workbooks. Most of this stuff, if you started using Workbooks right now, this is what you're going to get. But it's intended that you can change this screen, this form. If you don't like information, if certain information is not relevant to you, you want to track certain other details about this company, you can pop that on that form. No programming required. It's very, very easy. So you can search on any of this information. You can build up reports and marketing campaigns based on any of this information. But we can bring, with Workbooks, we can bring onto one screen all of the information about this particular organization. Very powerful stuff. So anything that we want to know about this organization is all in there. Sales, background information, turnover, whatever you want to know. It can be whatever you want it to be. And then clicking on these other tabs here, we can see more detailed information about this organization. So I've got some basic notes, What activities have we done with that client? We can share information with 365 Outlook. So these tasks and calendar information can be displayed there as well. What emails have you sent or received to this organization? This may be a big organization. Perhaps there's lots of people we deal with on a daily basis with this organization. So there's records of 4 people there, and I can click on one of their records. So for example, Alan here, click on Alan, and up comes Alan's record. Again, a consistent display like we saw with the organization record. All of the information about Alan in this simple to use CRM solution. So again, this can be easily changed by you. It's very customizable. All the information we want to know about Alan, how do we contact him, what have we done with him, what's his social profile like, is this record GDPR compliant, a bio, and so on. And then we click on those tabs running across the top there, so we can see everything that's gone on with Alan, what opportunities are on the go with Alan. This is a very powerful part of Workbooks, the ability to see all of the opportunities. So as we deal with our customers, our inquiries, hopefully they become mature opportunities where we can see exactly what this particular customer wants. So this is an example of an opportunity with Alan and with this company. Again, we've got that consistent layout of screen there, all the information we want to know about this opportunity. Lower down, what are the 3 things, in this example, 3 things we want to supply to Alan on this opportunity? And as I say, all the other information across the top there, all the people involved on that opportunity, all available to you. So that's a quick run through there of the interface and what it looks like, and just clicking around the screen. It's very easy to navigate around the system. You've got a very easy search facility, a bit like a Google search in Workbooks. It can find any information for you. So sales leads. The phone rings in your office. You get an incoming email. Something comes in from your website. You've just been to a show. They're all leads. They're potential clients. Maybe you've never spoken to them yet. You don't really know too much about them. You don't know whether they are a good fit for your company's products or services. So they are typically put into the CRM system as a lead. And let me show you one or a few I've created already. So there's a few ways of displaying the current leads in your system, but I've got a section here on my start menu called sales, and off of that I've got sales leads. This displays the sales leads landing page, a bit like the organization's landing page we saw earlier, summary row by row of all of these leads. I've got them grouped and sorted by the rating, so cold, hot, warm, and so on. So I can see all the information there about these leads. Well, let's go into one of those leads, Eleanor, for example, and show you what we can track about a lead. Now, quite often with a lead, you get very basic information. Maybe all you've got is a person's name and a phone number, or a person's name and an email address. Doesn't matter. I've been able to fill in quite a lot of information about this lead previously, but it doesn't matter if you just only got a person's name. This dark blue line down the person's name field there, that's the only required field on this form when we create a new one. But we've got all the information about Eleanor. Maybe we know at this stage what company she works with, other information. Let me just scroll further down. Yeah, of course, we want to track the GDPR compliance at an early stage. Maybe we want to do some lead scoring. Based on a little algorithm we can pop into the system. We can score this lead. Do we have a lot of information about this inquiry? and the product and service, so we can rate it appropriately. Helps us manage and plan our working time. So a lot of information about this organization can be tracked in there if you've got background details, and also any initial sales activities you might have with this client. Now imagine things progress quite well with this lead, and quite typically in a CRM system, you convert them, you promote them in the system to an opportunity, whereby you can track a lot more information to them. They'll become more visible to everyone in sales reports and so on. So this is quite a typical thing that you would do in a CRM system. And just with a few clicks of the mouse, we can now convert this basic sales lead into a proper company and opportunity. So I just click on that Save and Convert button, and I'm just prompted for the opportunity name. So this may be different from the company name. Maybe this might be called supplier widgets or products and services or whatever it might be. What is Eleanor's role on this new opportunity I'm about to create? I'm going to create also, let me just scroll down, I'm going to create also a new organization. Or maybe this organization exists already. Eleanor was a new contact. I can attach her to an existing company record. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we just follow, we click on that next button again, and job done. This now is the opportunity, a bit like we saw earlier, allows me now to track more information about this potential deal, and there's a required field there. When am I going to close this opportunity? Perhaps it's the end of November, and so on. So that was a lead creation and what a lead record looks like and converting it into an opportunity. And you go back to the leads landing pages to see all of your leads. Another way of looking at your leads, getting an overview of your leads, is via a dashboard. So let me just finally show you a leads dashboard. So these are some sample dashboards I've got. Let me pop into lead management. So leads can be set up, dashboards can be set up by you. It can be anything you want them to be, looking at and summarizing key bits of information you want to look at. Well, there's a few things here. So look at leads categories by status and assignees. So let me just maximize this window. So here we can see all of the leads ongoing. There's all our salespeople down the left-hand side. This is the status of them, so we can see at a glance how we're performing, maybe over a range of dates in there. Leads not updated within the last 2 weeks. Let me just maximize that out. So here we can see, because the CRM system, or most decent CRM systems, will know when you last accessed a record, when you last tinkered with it, when you last updated it. This is quite nice to see, going back over a sort of set period. You know, how many leads have not been touched or possibly forgotten about. So this can remind you here in some kind of sequence or by salesperson, any leads not dealt with, and so on. And we could produce graphs in there as well. Sales leads by source, different sources of your business, and drill down onto those. So there we are. A quick overview of the interface and the sales leads capabilities. If I could now just cover pricing. So there are these two different editions, CRM edition and business edition. So there's an annual subscription to these. And there are some other options as well. Of course, every business is different. So we do have lots and lots of options for integrating with things like 365, Sage, multi-currency, multi-company. Of course, a key thing is budgeting for implementation and training and any kind of support options you want. So once we know your requirements, we can provide that for you. So If you're considering a CRM system, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like more information about workbooks or want a more detailed one-to-one presentation, then please get in touch. There is a free 30-day trial at workbooks.com, or you can come to our website, wizard-systems.com or wizard-systems.co.uk. But thanks very much for your time. And if you're looking at CRM and you want some advice for your business or organization, please contact us. We'll look after you. Thanks very much indeed.